I'm Fox 26 meteorologist Remiesha Shade, continuing to track what has been an extreme, catastrophic, and just devastating flood event that has taken place around Kerr County and other parts of the Texas Hill Country over the 4th of July holiday weekend. I wanted to take a deeper dive into why this was such an extreme flooding event. Before we get to that, let's look at some of this video, and this video is just super scary, and it just really catches your attention. You could see that water rapidly rising across the city of Kerrville in Kerr County in Texas. You could see that raging river of water basically just knocking down anything it comes across, and this has been going on, this flooding event, now for the last couple of days. It started the night before the 4th, right around the Kerr County area. That water started to rise after the area picked up around 6+ inches of rain overnight. The morning of the 4th of July, early Friday morning, was really the peak of this event. That water really started to rise overnight. A lot of people were asleep, unfortunately, and caught off guard, and you could just see how devastating this flooding event was. Those floodwaters were ferocious and did quite a bit of damage. Now, I want to explain what contributed to such an extreme flooding event. Well, the Guadalupe River actually consists of the North Fork and the South Fork. They originate in western Kerr County, of course, in the state of Texas. Now, these two forks converge near the town of Hunt, and the main river flows eastward. So on the morning of the 4th of July, early Friday morning, officials received a report of the South Fork at about 7 feet Friday morning. Several minutes later, it was up to 29 feet. Imagine that water rising that fast, and you're really not aware of what's going on. That's why so many people were caught off guard, and that's why, unfortunately, we've had several fatalities and still several people missing. Here is a view of really what you can expect around the Guadalupe River. More details of how the North Fork and South Fork come together and merge right around the city of Hunt. So we had that rain late Thursday night into early Friday, the morning of the 4th of July. The North Fork there, the South Fork there, the water really started rising in both forks, especially the South Fork. Then they kind of merged right around the city of Hunt, and that's where we had that rapid rise of water, over 20 feet in just a matter of minutes to a few hours. And then all of that water, that raging water in the Guadalupe River, just moved from west to east, pushing through the city of Kerrville and eventually through the city of Comfort. So this is what led to that extreme flooding event. So the Guadalupe River at Hunt reached the second highest height ever on record, higher than the 1987 flood. Also, the Guadalupe River at Hunt rose about 22 feet in just a matter of a few hours. Guadalupe River at Comfort rose a whopping 26 feet in just 45 minutes. So you were maybe thinking, why would so many people not be able to escape this flood? Well, it just happened so quickly. It happened overnight through early Friday morning, and a lot of people were either sleeping, or if they were awake, they were just caught off guard. That water has a tremendous amount of force, and there's really nothing you can do if you're not aware that this is happening. Here's a view of just how high that water got at the Guadalupe River at Hunt. Check this out. Early Friday morning, that river crested at close to 30 feet. It rose to around 29.45 feet at its highest. So that is when we had the worst of that flooding. How much rain have we had? Well, from the 4th of July through Saturday evening, we're talking about a whopping 10 to almost 20 inches of rainfall for a big chunk of the Texas Hill Country, from the Austin area, Round Rock, just north of San Antonio, back to Fredericksburg and Kerrville, where we had the most dangerous and massive flooding, close to a foot of rain falling there. So this has been a horrible event. Hopefully we will start to see the crews continuing to rescue folks and to continue in the recovery, but for now we still have an elevated flood risk for parts of the Texas Hill Country through Sunday, and it looks like that threat for flooding will finally start to go down as we go into Monday.